Hello everybody and welcome to AudioCodes UC Talks with me, Jay Wyatt. Today I'm joined by one of our valued partners, SCB Global, and SCB Global have been an AudioCodes partner for many years, and I would say it's probably for the last 18 months have been offering their Cloud SBC solution, Opto for Teams, which is obviously built on AudioCodes Cloud Edition Session Border Controller. So welcome, Shams, and Shams is the Principal Solution Consultant at SCB Global. Shams, perhaps you'd like to give us a quick introduction to yourself.
Thank you. Good morning, and thanks for having me here. My name is Shams Khan, and as Jay mentioned, I work as a Principal Solutions Consultant for SCB Global. The core function of my role is to get involved in the 3Ds, that is the discovery, design, and delivery of digital transformation within the UCaaS and CCaaS space, especially around Microsoft Teams.
Shams, that's really great. Thank you. Shams, one of the biggest challenges that we hear as a vendor is that when adopting, a Microsoft Teams environment, managing a multi-vendor solution is really, really difficult. So today we're going to talk about a single vendor solution from SCB Global. Let's hear a little about SCB Global and what you guys are doing.
Sure. So SCB Global, firstly, I'll try and explain what it stands for. It stands for Simple Core Business. It can be a tongue twister, as we realize, between SBCs and SCB, which I suppose is not a bad thing, because that's what we do. We are very laser focused in the voice and communication world. We are a leading provider in delivering omni-channel interactions within the UCaaS and CCaaS vertical, especially around Microsoft Teams via our Opto platform. We are HQ in London, with 8 offices spanning different geographies. Our footprint spans in 160 plus countries, including those difficult or hard to reach places, with a carrier pedigree of 16 plus years behind us and strategic alliances such with partnerships like AudioCodes and Microsoft. We specialize in delivering value to businesses by supporting and helping their enterprises build their UCaaS and CCaaS strategy and meet their digital transformation goals. So that's what we do in a nutshell.
Okay. That's really, really awesome. From that end then, but we truly are speaking about a single vendor solution, aren't we? So I mean, how does this apply to you?
Yeah, sure. So in terms of single vendor, we need to take a step back and look at enterprises today. There are multiple enterprises we find, even in the current state of affairs where we are with the world working remote. Collaboration, communication, the form of communication and contact as separate islands, if you like, that resulted in procurement happening in those siloed instances as well, or services being running in a box, which been docked to the other box, or sometimes in a particular technology was bought or procured with a particular mindset, as opposed to looking at a holistic strategy, looking at what's the trend in the market with various technologies and platforms that are coming up. Naturally, the rise of globalization and digitization also adds further layers of complexity in how we communicate, collaborate, how we procure, how we operate. And naturally, the recent pandemic and the panic buying just didn't happen with toilet rolls, they happened with technologies as well. So we saw stakeholders not fully being aligned, the procurement silos, interoperability challenges, and then roadmap, everyone's trying to pull in one direction to the other. Organizations were using different technologies, different platforms, where it should have been an efficiency enabler. Technology became an efficiency blocker. So those were the things that we have experienced, even with some of the customers that we speak with, as well as the importance that arises having a single vendor solution that is an experienced partner. So that's where we come in to help devise that strategy, as opposed to rip and replace, and give that clarity and remove that complexity that arises in the solution. So that's where we come in as a company and as a partner of choice to help take the customer on that journey. And the single vendor piece that we'll touch upon in a minute comes out from that.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because obviously from an AudioCodes perspective, we see ourselves as being, again, like SCB Global, we are a single vendor for Microsoft Teams in terms of everything that we offer and the sort of the 4 pillars that make up you know, our AudioCodes solution. So, you know, it sounds like, you know, you guys are taking that a step further with bringing in this kind of contact center solution and removing the complexity of all the different silos. Is the complexity completely taken out? Is that right?
Sure. So what we try and do is we take a customer-centric and consultative approach with our customers. So the technology market, as you know, is ever changing, and the rate of change we're witnessing in this space is the fastest. With probably there's no finish line to this. So the wave of digital transformation and growing dispersed workforce has to be taken into consideration. Pre-COVID or or post-COVID, whatever you want to call it, the stage-wise. So having that clarity is very important to have the discovery. And then when we say a single vendor, saying how people communicate and collaborate can be done with a single technology such as Microsoft that we're using today as well for such an interaction. Otherwise, I would have met you in person, but we are where we are today. And we leverage that technology and we help strategize for the customer. We're using Opto platform that completes that full circle, if you like. So if you wanted a native experience for calling externally, not just your team members, SCB has that brilliant product out there in partnership with AudioCodes, a cloud edition, and it's a call out here. I like to always, big up AudioCodes on that because a decomposed architecture that allows us to deliver solutions that can scale up very quickly and globally, that is housed in the same environment where Microsoft Office 365 resides. So we've taken that approach to make it easy and simple for the customer. And when they need additional feature sets, if you like, or hard to reach places that need to be tapped into with Microsoft Teams, we can deliver that with, again, our partner with AudioCodes and Microsoft. Lastly, with contact center, again, it's a broad term, customer experience be the focal point of it. SCB has that capability to provide the omni-channel, all the bells and whistles, if you like, with AI and compliance recording and the other things that you may need to have that singled provider who can give you that experience, give you that coverage and global footprint for you to get the maximum out of your investment.
Awesome. Shams, you answer the question so full and so concisely. I wish all my interviews could go this way. So Shams, once again, thank you ever so much, and really, it's really appreciated. And if our viewers want to get in touch with you or SCB Global, what's the best way they can do that?
Sure. So they can always reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm welcome to any connections. And in addition to that, to connect to our team and get some workshop and understand this better, take a deep dive, they can send an email on sales@scb-global.com.
That's brilliant. Guys, as always, thank you to our viewers. If you like this video and would like to see more, you can always go to the AudioCodes website, which is www.audiocodes.com, and search for UC Talks. Alternatively, go to the AudioCodes YouTube or LinkedIn pages and search for hashtag UC Talks. If you like the video, please hit subscribe or follow, and please don't forget to give it a like and share if you want to. Lastly, if you want to email me directly, it's uctalks@audiocodes.com. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you. Bye.